Adi Parabrahma Swarupaya Satyayoga Prasadine Vidhi Nivarakaya Vidhi Nivarakaya CV Gurave Namaha CV Gurave Namaha. May the light in me be the light before me. The light within us is illuminating from every being on the earth. The thing is, we are unable to see the light because of so much of Maya around the individuals and persons. When you start working on the soul, slowly you will try to see the light within you and before you. This is the process undergoing within everybody at every point of time. But we see as our husband, as our son, as a daughter, no? As is there. In that, as is there. That as is suffering so much in all of us. So we keep on meddling with so many troubles by looking into as. That is the biggest problem with the human race. There is no problem with animals, there is no problem with plants. Why only with human? Because everybody who is looking into others are looking like some relation or a friend or somebody who is related to you. There is no relation at all. But we feel as a relation and we become bond with them. There is lot of bondage. We cannot come out of that. And we every time feel sorrow. If you want to see the light within you, you need to work on yourself, not with others. The work on yourself is every time kshema and yoga. This is what Krishna said. Yoga kshemam vahamyaham. I will see the yoga and kshema. That means whatever the work you do, you just leave it to me. I will take care of you. He already said it. But when you come into the yoga sadhana, it is that you look into yourself and you know that everybody, when they are into, they are looking, no? They are themselves, and everybody knows there is only one thing, there are no two things. Never accept the second one. Never accept the second one. If you accept the second one, you will be every time into soup. You should only accept the I am in you. The name of the person should not exist. Why? Because there is only one thing, there is nothing second one. If anything happens with the second one, no problem for us. This happens only with the personalities who have discipline, devotion, and determination on one point, that is called one point. The one point is the spirit. Every time work on the direct line. For any reason, for any cause which is making you suffer, try to work on one point. There is no second one. I am making many terminologies. You understand? Yeah. So that yoga and kshema is taken care just because you are working on the one within everybody. But it is not that easy. It is very hard. Why? Because we have so much of carrying on the opinion with the person, so much of condition, so much of what do you say? He happens to be my son. He happens to my husband. He don't listen to me. Why should he? Are you doing that? No, we don't do that, but we want somebody to do that. This is called conditioning brain. There are two brains in the human. The lower brain, which is called the human brain, the upper brain, which is called the conscious brain. So don't never look down. You even have the word saying that don't look down, look up. In the physical world, there is something word like that. When you apply it on the spiritual path, see how beautiful it is. Don't look down, look up. That means your higher self. Keep working on the higher self. Don't work on Muladhara, Swadhisthana or Manipuraka. Start working on the heart center, which is called the Anahata. Some miracles will happen. There is no miracle, but let us use for some time as a miracle for an understanding sake. Some great things will happen in your life when you look into upper self. So what then? It is very hard for me to look like that. It doesn't come immediately. It comes on abhyasa. Abhyasa means practice. No. Abhyasa means repetition. Abhyasa means repetition. You have to keep on repeating it. If you keep on repeating it, there is called vairagya. You have to keep on doing it. You have to contemplate on it. Then you come out, the vairagya path, the philosophical touch in you. That philosophical touch is nothing but called the vairagya, it is not a betraying, deserting. It is coming out of the limitations and bondages. Slowly, you have to work on it. It doesn't happen suddenly. It can happen also suddenly. It can also happen suddenly with the people like Ramana Maharshi, like Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, and so many others. We saw them. Yesterday, I think Harini was asking me, why all these people have come on the earth to show how to do the sadhana, how the experience and ecstasy is being experienced by them. You have to see lively some people. Otherwise, you don't get inspired by them. A pure atom have to take birth. So, it took birth in the form of Ramana Maharshi, Master CVV, or many other great people. So, we have to work on the light now. The physical light which you see is only seen to some distance. That means whatever the eye strength is to see, you see it to that distance. But the actual light is not that the distance you see. It is the distance, there is no distance for it. It has no space, no time. It keeps on traveling. So when you stop the time and space, there is light. We are seeing the limited light, is it not? We see very limited light. Why? Because we are a very limited person. Limited in the process of no kind of repetition. So this satsang, when we sit in the satsang, there is a great thing happening which somebody is taking care of you, not yourself. The other times in the regular life, you take care of yourself. During the satsang, he is taking care of you. Sat means that. Sang means to unite, isn't it? I think you know it. Many of you know, some people may not know it. Let us repeat it. That is the abhyasa. You have to keep on repeating by doing the satsang. So when the pulsation is happening in you, you are not knowing it and doing it as breath. You need to know the pulsation. So the breath you do have to get calm. The breath you do have to settle down. It should not do. It has to happen within you. That is called the pulsation, which is called Rudra, that which vibrates in the space. So slowly on the abhyasa, on keeping on contemplating on it, slowly your repetition is very fine and it is coming onto the dharana, the eightfold path of Patanjali. So you have to keep on contemplating it, and some process is being seen and you elaborate yourself. And then comes the dhyana. So you have to sit for some time and do the dhyana. What sake? To observe your breath. If you don't want to observe your breath, nothing happens. Okay? Just observe what is happening in the body. What are the kinds of movements you are getting in the body when you sit to meditate. There are some movements in the body which you can feel. It is very scientific. It is not spiritual. First, it is scientific. You experience it, and then you can teach the others. So what happens? The breath within you, or the observation on your physical parts, makes you slowly come into the nice repetition. That repetition keeps on having some friction. When you do the sadhana, the body becomes heat. It carries some heat because it is coming onto it is rubbing yourself. Why it is rubbing? To make you into the physical world and to the mental world or the causal world. It keeps on rubbing you. That means you don't know to find place where you are. So slowly you need to find the place. For that you get some friction and the body becomes a little heat. So when you do the yoga sadhana, never do yoga sadhana without eating. Do the yoga sadhana with 2 idli. Yoga sadhana also has prescriptions, like my doctor gives. Yeah, you have to eat 2 idli and start sitting and observing your inner things, what are happening. Because you don't know, you don't want to breathe because it's very hard. The scientific yoga says, observe what is happening on the organs. So the energy which flows is uneven initially, and slowly it becomes even. That means, who is breathing? The eternity is breathing, which is called Rudra. The eternity have to breathe. Then you will know this breath is not mine. Until then you say, ఇది నా ఊపిరి, నువ్వేం చేస్తావు అంటాం స్వామితో. I breathe. What is going to happen to you? I can breathe like this. I can breathe slowly. You say. When you keep the abhyasa, then you will know who is breathing. You know, all the organs keep laughing at us, at the person who is saying that all the organs are mine. But all the organs are not yours. So when you slowly observe your inner things, what are happening, there are so many adjustments on the breath part, on the organs, on the cells, on the tissues. You want medicines or yoga sadhana? Yes. When you know it scientifically, it is much more easier. So start with 2 idli, sit down. Whenever you have time, just sit down and observe what is happening in your body. Then slowly you will know that the breath is not happening. It is taken care. It is taken care. And that happening will be seen as sakshitva, witness. So you are the witness You are not the doer. You are also just witnessing what you are doing. I came to satsang. You came to satsang? It feels like. It feels like as if we came to the satsang. No. If he says yes, then we are coming. God speaks first and then we speak. Whatever you are speaking is not spoken by you. He already spoke it and you are speaking it, which is called para, pashyanti, madhyama, vaikhari, vak. First, it is in vaikhari, what we are speaking. That means the virtuasa niswasa, what we are knowing. It is coming with the word. Then slowly you try to know from where this word is coming. There is some idea before. Before the word coming, there is an idea. Before that, what is there? Concept. The concept forms or the thought pattern forms. Then it comes as an idea. Then where this idea was from? It is from the para, which is called the word, the eternity. So he speaks and we listen. Even when I'm speaking, I'm not speaking. I'm also listening and speaking to you. He speaks and we listen. If you say it is so nice to listen, even I'm listening to it. So in the satsang, what happens? We slowly make our nice breath. The breath is very even. Before, the breath was not good, with so much of anger, with so much of grief. No, it was not in a nice and firm way and soft. When you sit in satsang, you say, oh, it's so nice. Why? Why it is not so nice before? Why it is so nice in the satsang? Or when you do sankirtana, or when you do the dhyana, or when you read to a nice book, or when you do swadhyaya. Why? Because it is in an even way. The breath is in an even way. The mind is always hijacking the individuals. The mind is making its own kind of work. It never works according to you. You just look at yourself. It is taking care of you. When you come into sadhana, when you contemplate and keep on doing the abhyasa, you take care of the mind. That is the reason many of our great spiritual leaders say, try to see your higher self. The lower self is always with the nature or with the material things, what we want. Don't look down, keep on looking up. So slowly what happens? The taste is on the upper self, not on the lower self. So when you know the upper taste, you will lose the lower taste. But you need to do some work. Without any work, nothing is going to happen. Only satsang is not the thing. In the satsang, what is being told, try to make possible to do those things. Then the life becomes ease without disease. We don't want doctor. Huh? So if you are in ease, the doctor can cure the disease very easily. So there is a science of disease, there is no science of cure. But when you come into the natural form, it is the science of cure. It is not the science of disease. It is so nice, but the patient does not cooperate. He wants such a big prescription, then only he is a good doctor. What happens when we start doing the yoga sadhana? You take care of yourself, first of all, not others. You start looking into yourself, not to the others. Even if he is your son or a daughter or a husband, never mind. You have to look at yourself every time. That is what is called in Bhagavad Gita, Uddhared Atmanam Atma. You have to take care of yourself and look into yourself. No going to the others. Don't say somebody is bad to you. It cannot be possible until you are bad to them. There is only one possibility, that you are the possibility. Do anything, whatever you want, but know that you are the possibility for whatever, negative or positive. And we only know that positive is God, negative is also God. Without that negative, will you evolve? See how God is helping us in the negative also? He helps so much. He makes us so fit and gives us the independence. Means in deep sense. He will start you to live in deep sense. We are into the deep, deep. One of the mantra which Master CVV gave us. Invoke deep and just sit down and look into yourself and observe. Okay? Yoga is so simple to do, but the acceptance is from the other person. That acceptance have to come. No expectation, only acceptance. Take it nicely. Everything is God, God conscious, good or bad. Don't be emotional. Your mind will always hijack you. Don't allow it. That happens only when you sit and do some sort of good sadhana. So the higher self within you is every time illuminating. But on the heart center, you have many layers and layers and layers and layers. Each layer have to be taken away by your negative condition, not positive condition. Keep it in mind. Every layer of your heart center, which you want to see the brilliant light within you, have to be taken by only negatives, not positives. That is what is yoga sadhana. Somebody is negative to you, you make it positive and take away the veil in you. That is much easier, is it not? For that reason, they have put the ritual form. They put into the ritual form to practice their spirituality. So slowly, when you know the symbolism in the ritual, in the puja, then you slowly come out and your subconscious is very relaxed. To understand that, you need some knowledge. Knowledge is not information. No information is given here. Only to do some sadhana, there is some kind of inspiration in the satsang. So here, when you keep on taking off the layers one by one, don't feel bad in your life, some bad conditions. They are making you more fit, more well, more good things to do this to the society. When you have a child which is visually challenged, physically challenged, you know the pain, right? Then you do to the children who are like that. Is that a negative to you? No. You will know a lot of compassion. That compassion is not just for the persons, it is for every insect on the earth. Compassion is such. What does the Guru do? He starts making you to look into the light from every being. The yoga sadhana doesn't allow you to be in curiosity. It will always allow you to be in good sense. You understand good sense and curiosity? Curiosity is something like fun, which is not good. Don't be curious when you do this sadhana. Try to develop good senses. Try to read the books which are at higher levels. Then the word will make you with a great sense. For example, if your children has so many friends, they do friendship with so many around them, right? Don't allow them to do the friendship. Why? Because the friendship has ship in it. It may sink sometime. Okay? The word friendship is there. There is a ship in it. It may sink sometime. What is meant by friendship? You scratch my back, I will scratch my back. Is that not? You observe yourself. This fellow gives a birthday gift and she also have to give it. Is that a friendship? So, never be friendship with anybody. Be friendliness to everybody. This is what yoga teaches us. There is a lot of difference on the word, right? Do the work on the word. The word is unparalleled. The word is sublime. So try to work on the word so that you start working on your heart center. That is why I am asking you to read to the higher books. So the word will make you so good, feel so good. Oh, I started understanding it very normal. This is not normal. This is something higher. So the word will make you evolve faster. Ma Saraswati gives such a beautiful word to get into the spirit. Why? Because the word itself is that. The word itself is that. It has great velocity. It is flowing very fast. Like Ma Saraswati, the river Saraswati, Yamuna, Ganga, all this. All those rivers are flowing very fast, right? They are not stable there. The word flows within us like that. You have to stay back, look the word, read the word, and start working on the higher self. The beauty of the word is that we understand with our sense. That is why knowledge is not information, I am saying. It is an impression. Try to start getting nice impression on reading something. Then you will know, yes, this is the book I need to read in my lifetime. This is what I need to apply in my daily life. That is called the inspiration, which is hidden inside, asking you to do that. Why? Because this is that. Is it not? This is that. And we say, no, this is this. When you say this is this, there is no choice to know that. So, what Jesus said? Who are you? The disciples were asking, who are you? What did he say? I am that I am. Krishna also said the same thing. I am that I am. ఎవరవయ్యా నువ్వు అని అడిగితే నేనే అన్నాడు. ఎవరికి అర్థం కాలే. అప్పుడే అర్థం కాలే. ఇప్పుడేం అర్థం అవుద్ది? నేనే అన్నాడు. ఒక గోపిక, one gopika was going and he was doing so mischievous things and he called and said, who are you? He suddenly went to her chest and said, he kissed the lip and said, I am that I am. She didn't understand anything. Oh, okay, go అంది. పో అంది. అన్న తర్వాత షీ వాజ్ వర్కింగ్ ఇన్ ది హోమ్. కృష్ణుడు ఏం చెప్పాడు? ఐఎమ్ దట్ ఐఎమ్. ఓ అదా, షీ గాట్ ది ఇంట్యూషన్ దట్ ఐఎమ్ దట్. ముద్దు పెట్టి మరీ చెప్పాడు. ఎంత బాగుంది. ఇది తెలియాలంటే యూ హ్యావ్ టు వర్క్ ఆన్ ద వర్డ్. ఇఫ్ యూ వర్క్ ఆన్ ద వర్డ్, what is said in the Vedas, Puranas, Bible, whatever good books are there, something higher self keeps working in you, not the lower self. Then you have no envy, no ragamu, dveshamu, mamakaramu, ఇవే ఉండవు, తగ్గుతూ ఉంటాయి. They get less. You know why we are like this? Because of so many layers of Maya, we are with the body. మరి ఒక ఒక మంచి సాధకుడికి ఇవేమన్నా ఉంటాయా? ఉండవు. ఎందుకు ఉండవు అని అంటే, ఇఫ్ యూ హ్యావ్ అన్ ఆర్నమెంట్, వాట్ డూ యూ సీ బ్యాక్ ఇన్ ఇట్? ఇట్స్ అ గోల్డ్ యాక్చువల్లీ. If there is gold, there is an ornament. Otherwise, there is no ornament, right? To do that ornament, how many kinds of metals are being used? There is a mixture of many other metals. That means there are some impurities in it. It's not as pure as gold. There are so many impurities in it. Then only we see the ornament. Like that, we have so many things in this body. We need to get rid of them by working on the higher self. For that reason, you need to do the satsang. So, the brilliant light within you is seen every time by you, but you don't want to see it. You say, no, you wait for some time. I have to get 70 years, then I will work on you. Huh? No, I have to finish my child's education, then I'll work on you. I have to make fees, I have to earn money. Krishna never said that. He said, you do the swadharma and leave it. I will take care of you. You do the contemplation on me. Sarvadharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam vraja. What does it mean? Mam ekam sharanam vraja. You do positive, you do negative. Doesn't matter. There are good things, good deeds and bad deeds, which the human does. Don't bother. You keep doing that. But every time, submit to me. Every time, that doesn't mean do bad things. Every time, submit to me. When the submission comes slowly, what? You do good or bad, everything should be submitted. When you do good, you say, I did so much of punya. When you do bad, oh, I did so many papas. He will not excuse me, you say. It is not that. He said, both the things submit to me. Because when the creation came, there is also papa. That is not the only one person doing it. It is there. It is one of the covering in the creation. That doesn't matter. He said, submit both the things. Because when you say dharma, it is positive and negative. It is not just the positive. So he said, you leave all the dharmas. Mam ekam. There is only one thing that you should submit. Mam ekam sharanam vraja. So when you start looking into your higher self, what happens? Slowly things on the impurities keep falling down. So for the mumuksha, there are no kaltis. There are no impurities. He is very pure. If he is pure, what happens? You should ask me. If he is such pure, there is no physical. Understood? There are so many impurities. That is why this is sustaining. Otherwise, it cannot sustain. So, to not get into another, again, impurity, start working on the higher self. Let it be anything. It may be a dog, it may be another human, whatever the janma is. That is what Adi Shankara says. Naratvam, Mrigatvam, whatever the janma you give, doesn't matter. I have to hold your feet. I have to bow to your feet every time and invoke your nama. That is, do the nama? Yeah. He Madhava, He Madhusudana, He Madhava, He Madhava, He Madhusudana, He Madhava, He Madhusudana, Damodara, He Muralidhara, Damodara, He Muralidhara, Damodara, He Muralidhara, Damodara, He Muralidhara, Manamohana, He Yadunandana, Manamohana, He Yadunandana, Manamohana, He Yadunandana, Manamohana, He Yadunandana, Deenavana, Bhava Bhaya Bhanjana, Deenavana, Bhava Bhaya Bhanjana, Deenavana, Bhava Bhaya Bhanjana, Deenavana, Bhava Bhaya Bhanjana, He Madhava, He Madhusudana, He Madhava, He Madhusudana, Damodara, He Muralidhara, Damodara, He Muralidhara, Manamohana, He Yadunandana, Manamohana, He Yadunandana, Deenavana, Bhava Bhaya Bhanjana, Deenavana, Bhava Bhaya Bhanjana, Deenavana, Bhava Bhaya Bhanjana, Deenavana, Bhaya Bhanjana, He Madhava, He Madhusudana, He Madhava, He Madhusudana, Damodara, He Muralidhara, Damodara, He Muralidhara, Manamohana, He Yadunandana, Manamohana, He Yadunandana, Deenavana, Bhava Bhaya Bhanjana, Deenavana, Bhaya Bhanjana, He Madhava, He Murali, He Madhava, He Madhusudana. Very good. Shri Ram, 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 Shringara Ram, 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 Shri Ram, 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 Shri Ram, 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 Shringara Ram, 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 Shri Ram, Ram, Shringara Shri Ram 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 Ayodhya Ram Ram Shri Ram Bale Shri Ram 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 Ayodhya Ram Ram Shri Ram Ayodhya Ram 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 Kodanda Ram 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 Ayodhya Ram Kodanda Kodanda Ram Ram Kalyana Ram Ram Kodanda Kodanda Ram Ram Kalyana Ram Ram Kodanda Kalyana Ram 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 Pattabhi Ram 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 Kalyana Ram 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 Pattabhi Pattabhi Ram Ram Ananda Ram Ram Pattabhi Ram Pattabhi Ram Ram Ananda Ram Ram Pattabhi Ananda Ram 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 Ayodhya Ram 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 Ananda Ram Ram Ayodhya Ram Ram Shri Ram 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 Shringara Ram 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 Shri Ram 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 Shringara Ram Ram Kodanda Ram Ram Shringara Ram Kodanda Ram 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 Pattabhi Ram 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 Kodanda Ram Pattabhi Ram 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 Pattabhi Ram Ram Ananda Ram Ram Pattabhi Ram Ananda Ram 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 Shringara Ram 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 Ananda Ram Shringara Ram Shri Ram 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 Shringara Ram 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 Shri Ram 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 Shringara Ram Ram. You should not become slow, okay? Shri Ram 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 Shringara Ram 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 Shri Ram Shringara Shri Ram 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 Shringara Ram 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 Shri Ram 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 Ram, 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 Ram Ram Shri Ram 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 Shringara. Oh, Jai Bolo Ramchandra Prabhu ki. Jai Bolo Sita Mahi ki. Jai Bolo Lakshman Swami ki. Jai Bolo Hanuman Swami ki. Jai Bolo Bhakta Brind ki. We are very much, have to take so much of care with the neighbors. So they are like us, right? We shall not disturb them. So you have to contemplate on the sound, because the sound is the incarnation of God. God said, let there be sound. There was sound. What was the sound? Om. Yes. God said, let there be light. There was light. Like that, when you want to know the brilliant light within you, you need to contemplate on the word. That is Rama, Krishna, whatever which is attracting you. There is no prescription in our Sanatanadharma that you need to do this. Look into what is attracting you to your heart. You need to do this the whole life. Don't ask me till when I need to do the Ramanama or Krishna Nama. That means you are asking me when I can stop. కదా ఎప్పటి వరకు చేయాలి అంటే ఎప్పుడు ఆపేయాలనే కదా. అట్లా ఉండదు, అట్లా చేస్తూ ఉండడమే. This will carry forward into the next Janma. How do you know that? Because I am singing just because of my past karma. You say yes or no, that's it. It is not your acceptance, right? It is the acceptance of the Lord, the higher self, who is making us to work on himself. So when you work on the word, what happens? The word is the conscious. The sound is nothing but conscious. If you want to work on the conscious, you need to take care of the word. That is why I'm asking you to make your speech nice. When you speak good things to others, no harm will happen. Even I'm speaking so good, they are not understanding. That is their problem, not your problem. But you should maintain the same as you are with your speech, which is called samyak vak. Okay, nice speech. Work on the nice speech. Don't ever make yourself down every time. Don't use any language which is not good to your children and to yourself. The language should be very nice. Don't use any little small words. They listen and they keep repeating it because they don't know the meaning of it. So try to speak nice words, good words before them. When you both are there, wife and husband, go and kick each other. Doesn't matter. Nothing is bothering. Okay? The word which is taking care of you on the creation was that. The word on the earth which came as sound is taking care of everybody, which is in the form of that. So the formless has come in every form, as you all know. How can we reach him? The reaching point is nothing but working on the word. Some beautiful things will happen. See, others' intention is not bad, but the expression is hard. Please forgive them for that and slowly try to understand things slowly. Don't make your brain to hijack yourself and make bad impressions on others. Don't do those things. Slowly try to make yourself cool and calm. You have to work on yourself, otherwise this will not happen. Each of you work on yourself. There is nothing bad is done by others for you. There is no bad intention. Even then they are making you, a kind of uneasy. Don't feel bad. The understanding levels of each person is different from one another. That is why the creation is here. Okay? It is understood according to the degree of evolution in them. How do they understand us? If they come very close to our degree. Why not so many people around us are friends? Only few of them are. Because their degree is close to you and you can understand better. Like that, you need to work with every individual on the home, not outside. Try to work in the home first. Because Krishna said, your yoga class is your home. Don't go to yoga classes from today. The yoga sadhana should be done in the home first. Then slowly you go outside, slowly you work. See, it is so nice. Everybody are very nice. The only thing is the speech is not proper. When you correct the speech, some good things will keep on happening. Even if the other speech is not good, doesn't matter for you. It is nothing negative thing for you. Such is the process. That is what is needed for everybody now. Okay? So you contemplate on the higher sounds, which is Rama, Krishna. 1 point. I was telling the 1 point. The 1 point. I like my master. I contemplate on Master Sri. You like some others. You like some others. If I say, if somebody comes and asks me to give the mantra, he likes the Rama mantra or Gopala mantra. I give Hanumanta mantra. And this man says, oh, this mantra is not working for me. Why will it work? It is very hard for him to take because he feels that Hanumanta will beat him with his tail. So no, I don't want this mantra. He wants the Gopala mantra. You want to give Hanumat mantra. So that cannot happen. See which is attracting to you. And take it and do the contemplation on it. Slowly, the lower things will fall down. So I said the impurities fall away, there is no physical. Got it? When there is no impurity, there is no physical. So it drops away. So for the mumuksha who knows this, drops his body just within 24 days. అంతేనా? ఒక ముముక్షువుకి 24 రోజుల్లో తెలుస్తుంది అది. నార్మల్ పర్సన్కి తెలియదు. మరి ఇదంతా కొంత మనకి తెలియాలి as knowledge. We need to acquire all these things as knowledge. Keep on working on it. Don't start looking into the TV. Early morning, switch on the TV and start looking. Nothing is there. Morning నుంచి ఈవినింగ్ వరకు అదే న్యూస్ కదా, మళ్ళీ ఎందుకు అది చూడటం? అదే స్టూపిడ్ బాక్స్ అని చెప్పారా పెద్దలు మనకి. బట్ స్టిల్ we want so much of entertainment and your life becomes entertainment. It is not for that. Use the things according to the fitness of your things around you. If you use anything more, what happens? So many impurities are added. Not subtracted, they are added. Use the things in a proper way. Children who are little big, don't use your gadgets more and more and more. Don't look into the gadgets ఇన్ ద నైట్ టిల్ 1 o'clock 2 o'clock. బ్యాడ్ కదా, అది చూడకూడదు మనం. ఎందుకు? చక్కగా లాలి పాటలు విని చక్కగా నిద్రపోండి. ఒక లాలి పాట పెట్టుకోండి, సరేనా? అమ్మని అడగండి, అమ్మని అడిగి ఒక లాలి పాట పెట్టుకోవాలి. ఏం చింతల్లి, రోజు అమ్మని అడగాలి ఒక లాలి పాట పెట్టమని, లేదా ఒక కథ పెట్టమని చెప్పాలి. కథ వింటూ నిద్రపోవాలి. మీరు రోజు అది చూడకూడదు. గేమ్స్ ఆడుతూ కళ్ళు పోతాయి, పెద్ద పెద్ద కళ్ళద్దాలు వచ్చేస్తాయి. Yeah. So contemplating on word makes you every time refine. Why? Because the veils around are slowly dropping, because the way you're thinking or the thought pattern changes when you contemplate on the word. That is why we sing bhajans, we sing sankeerthanam, we listen to the discourses. Otherwise, we don't have a standard mind. We have a very fickle mind, which is every time making you fool. You're not a fool. You need to work on it. That happens only when you come into the right path. Otherwise, it cannot happen. It is there with you. That is why you are sitting in the satsang. I'm not saying you don't have it. You have it very well. You know it very well. You need to do it every time, every moment in the life. Let you see in the everyday life, look into everyday life, how you are doing it. Are you doing with God consciousness, or are you doing with your anger, your grief, your envy, all of these things? You have to keep on watching yourself. It is very hard, but if once you start it, you'll get the taste. You want it, you do it. You will get the higher taste and you will never leave it. Then what happens, you might ask me? Then what happens? You can easily know the others' feelings, others' intentions. Why? Because that prana, this manas, and thus that manas is one. You will definitely know. You will definitely know what others think of. You need to do some sort of higher sadhana. Then things will happen good. Okay? Don't keep on working on the brain. Every time try to relax the brain. Don't control the mind. Controlling the mind is veterinary process. Terminating the mind or relaxing the mind is a beautiful process. Like sitting in the satsang, or listening to the nama, or doing the bhajan at home, or singing the sankeerthanam. No? How sweet it is. Santoshakaramayna sankeerthanam santapamanaginchu sankeerthanam jantula rakshinchu sankeerthanam santatamudala chudi sankeerthanam చాలదా బ్రహ్మనిది సంకీర్తనం నీకు జాలెల్ల నడగించు సంకీర్తనం. The sankirtanam you sing, it is as happy at it, when you sing it, you are happy, and even when you are in the sorrows, you need to sing the sankirtanam. And it is not just for the human race, it is for every being on the earth. When you do the nama, the air around you in this room gets purified, the thought gets purified, the aura improves in everybody here. It gives you the nice resonance. It makes you to stay calm. It will try to improve your common sense. ఇన్ని బెనిఫిట్స్ ఎందుకు తెలుసుకోవాలండి? ఊరికే వస్తా అంటే no money, no fees. It is just coming like that. Utilize it. Try to search a nice path and keep on doing the work on it. Not doing puja is not bad. Doing puja itself is not spirituality. Come out of it. Come little better. Grow a bit, little better. So that some things are seen ease in your life. Some things are done with no effort. I know you might be watching that in your lives. I don't say no. You might be watching so many things of that sort in your life because you always try to be in that consciousness, isn't it? So live simple, think high. Try to work for others. Keep working for others. What happens? You will know that the life vibrating in every atom. The life vibrating in every atom, you can feel it. Don't mingle your personal problems into spirituality. I said the condition in your life is to evolve you, not to make you down. It makes you strong. It makes you to fight for that good to happen within you and also to others. Don't be in a fear. Don't every time make negative comments. Don't speak negative things. Even if it is not done, say it is done. It is going to happen. Because there are so many angels around you during this Pradosha Vela, during this time. The Devatas keep wandering. Whatever we speak, they say Tadhast. So what do we should speak? We speak all the nice, profound things. So he will keep on blessing. So the higher beings are called the big brothers, Devatas. The lower beings are called lower brothers, that are animal kingdom and plant kingdom. So the lower brothers are every time there with you. Yeah, try to look into the higher brothers. Call them. The masters are every time very much ready to work for you. Just outside your door, you need to open the door. Try to open the door and look it. They are coming. They will come. You just ask them to come inside your home. Invite them. You don't invite and you say, no, I don't get anything. It is not that. It is for years together to do the sadhana, not just for 1 or 2 days. You need to do the yoga sadhana at least for 12 years. After 12 years, you might say, I will get all the yoga sadhana. You cannot get. You are getting the eligibility. You will just get the eligibility when you do the 12 year sadhana. But it is nice. It is very disciplined, strict. You stick to the thing and you keep doing it. So everybody has some or the other sadhana. Try to move forward. Don't stop it. If you have stopped it now, don't take it granted. You start it again. Then, yeah, you might be doing it. Some of you might be doing, some of you may not be doing. That's okay. The people who are doing it, don't just stop it. Try to again pull it. Pull చేయాల్సిందేనమ్మా. ఏం చేయలేం. ఎందుకనంటే మహామాయ చెయ్యనీయదు. ఎందుకు అనంటే నీ కర్మ తీరాలిగా. సో డోంట్ ఫీల్ బ్యాడ్ ఫర్ దట్. అది కూడా మంచిదే అంటున్నాం కాబట్టి, అది కూడా భగవంతుడే అంటున్నాం కాబట్టి, మీకు అది తీరుతుంది లేదో అది తెలుస్తుంది. ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ నోయింగ్ ఇట్, కాన్షియస్లీ నోయింగ్ సంథింగ్ ఇన్ ది సత్సంగ్, యు న్యూ ఇట్, రైట్? Put more force. Whatever the thing is happening in your life, put more force on the conscious. Then the trouble comes lower. Trouble shoots not up, it goes down. It becomes less. You need to move toward the higher force. Then the lower force just vanishes. Put the higher force. తల్లి పాడదాం. కృష్ణ భజో కృష్ణ భజో మురళీ గోపాల భజో కృష్ణ భజో కృష్ణ భజో భలే కృష్ణ భజో కృష్ణ భజో మురళీ గోపాల భజో 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 శ్యామ్ గోపాల 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 భజో మురళీ గోపాల భజో గిరిధారి శ్యామ భజో राधे गोविंद भजो गिरिधारी श्याम भजो राधे गोविंद भजो गिरिधारी श्याम भजो राधे गोविंद भजो गिरिधारी श्याम भजो राधे गोविंद भजो मधुवन संचारी श्याम गोपाल भजो मधुवन संचारी श्याम गोपाल भजो मधुवन संचारी श्याम गोपाल भजो मधुवन संचारी मधुवन संचारी श्याम गोपाल भजो मधुवन संचारी श्याम गोपाल भजो कृष्ण भजो मुरली गोपाल भजो कृष्ण भजो मुरली गोपाल भजो श्याम गोपाल भजो मुरली गोपाल भजो श्याम गोपाल भजो मुरली गोपाल भजो गिरिधारी श्याम भजो राधे गोविंद भजो गिरिधारी श्याम भजो राधे गोविंद भजो मधुवन संचारी श्याम गोपाल 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 भजो कृष्ण भजो मुरली गोपाल भजो कृष्ण भजो कृष्ण भजो मुरली गोपाल भजो कृष्ण भजो मुरली गोपाल भजो मुरली गोपाल भजो राधे गोविंद भजो राधे गोपाल भजो राधे गोविंद भजो राधे गोपाल भजो राधे गोविंद भजो राधे गोपाल भजो राधे 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 कृष्ण 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 मुरली गोपाल भजो मुरली राधे गोविंद भजो राधे कृष्ण राधे कृष्ण राधे कृष्ण राधे कृष्ण कृष्ण राधे कृष्ण राधे कृष्ण राधे राधे कृष्ण कृष्ण राधे कृष्ण राधे कृष्ण राधे राधे कृष्ण राधे गोविंद भजो राधे राधे गोविंद भजो राधे राधे गोविंद भजो राधे गोपाल भजो, राधे गोविंद भजो, 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 राधे गोपाल भजो। जय बोलो राधा की, जय बोलो कृष्णा की, जय बोलो वृंदावन विहार लाल की। So when you tap your both hands, the tips of your fingers, it has the nadi vyavastha. It should give shuddhi to the 72 nadi vyavastha. This is nothing but the acupressures you give when you do the bhajan. So many benefits, of course. When you tap your hands, all your organs symbolizes each of your fingertips. Those organs activate so well. When you do the nama, you utter the sound, the higher sound, and the shuddhi is done by these pressures. Is it scientific? Or yes. This is called the spiritual science. Everything on the Sanatanadharma, we have right from the ritual to the yogic sadhana, which is called the dhyana part, is all on the science. But we don't want to know it. Want to know it. So for some reasons, that's fine. And the time given for all of us, the time given for all of us, the space and time given by Master to interact for some time. The satsang also includes the interaction. Yeah, you can ask some questions if you have. Yeah. Oh, you don't have any questions? We are not so not intelligent to ask questions.
Thanks for the opportunity. Actually, I don't know whether I can ask this question or so meditation అనేది like I heard like 3 types. ధ్యాసం బ్రీతింగ్ మీద ధ్యాస పెట్టాలి లేదా స్పిరిచువల్ గా ఎదగాలి, ఫోకస్ ఉండాలి దేవుడి మీద అని అన్నప్పుడు లైక్ యూ కెన్ ఇమాజిన్ ద గాడ్ లైక్ పాతాల నుంచి తల వరకు అనుకుంటూ మీరు సో దట్ ధ్యాస పెడతారు దేవుడి మీద అని చెప్తారు. అది విన్నాము. లేదా మనకి ఏదైనా ఒక ఫిజికల్ కోరిక విష్ అనేది ఉంటే సో అది కూడా చేయొచ్చు మెడిటేషన్ లోనే అన్నాను. ఐ డోంట్ లైక్ ఎలా దాన్ని క్యారీ చేయాలి అనేది కరెక్ట్ గా మీకు కోరిక ఉంటే ఎఫర్మ్ చేయండి, వస్తుంది. ఒకవేళ లేదనుకోండి, ఈ జన్మ దేనికి అనుకుంటున్నారు? కోరిక లేకుండా ఉండడం కోసమే. మళ్ళీ కోరిక ఎందుకు? If you have korika, you will have janma. If you have a desire, you will take birth for sure. You try to work on no desires. Work cheyandi, why not? Yes. There are many ways in the meditation ante. Many ways ఉండొచ్చు కానీ ఎన్ని వేస్ ఉన్నా ఆ ఒక్కదానికి. Whoever wishes it or whoever understood that, they said, oh, you do the Kriya Yoga. Like Babaji has introduced the Kriya Yoga. He started it. So some people do the Kriya Yoga. Some do the Sudarsana Yoga. Some do some other yoga. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. There are so many ways. So no way is wrong. Every way is right. Why? Because don't know to which you attract and you stay strong with that. Determination comes. Each person has a different taste, right? So don't know from where he likes it. So that is the reason we have so many varieties on the creation on this world. So take anything which is attracting you, try to do it, but try to not have so many desires. Wants are being taken care by Bhagavan. Don't bother. Everything will be given.
When the desire comes, some are being given, some are not given. Why? Because you misuse it, you spoil it, or you spoil it, you yourself spoil. So he never allows you to, he never gives all such things. He only gives things which is very much necessary to you to evolve, to move forward in your sadhana. Otherwise, he will not give. We don't know how to take it, right? We use it in a very dirty way. So don't ask anything. Don't. He wants to give the higher things, and you want to ask everything lower. Don't ask anything. Happily sit down. ఓరకే ఉండప్ప అన్నాడు ఆయన. ఊరకే ఉండప్ప కథ చెప్తా దీనికి, ఇది చెప్పి ఆపేస్తా. One fellow, he put a nice carpet and he stood aside with holding a stick. He had a stick in his hand. He stood calmly. It was a nice, a committee which wants to discuss about some moksha, some topic. They were discussing about the God consciousness, some topic they were keeping on discussing. And everybody were nodding horizontally and vertically. Some are horizontally, some are vertically. And this man, he is neither horizontal, neither vertical. మరి వీడు వింటున్నాడా లేదా? ఈజ్ he listening or not? Nobody knows. He is just seeing it. నీకేమన్నా అర్థమైందా అంటే, అర్థం అవ్వాల్సిన పనే ఉంది, ఏమీ లేదు. హీ డజంట్ వాంట్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్ ఇట్. దాన్నే ఊరక ఉండప్ప అంటే. One man, he started stitching some cloth, and the other person was asking, why do you want to stitch it? The fellow who is stitching doesn't have a question that why I'm stitching. The question should stop. Like that, the desires should stop. No desires. Do the work, that's it. అది మంచో చెడు చేస్తూ వెళ్ళిపో అంతే. దాని గురించి ఊరికనే పెత్తలాటకం వద్దు. తప్పు చేస్తే సర్దుకో. If you're doing something wrong, try to don't carry it, move forward. Just leave them. And in the yoga sadhana, you should be passive. You should be passive to the external world. Look only to yourself. You are working on yourself. That's it. You are born for that. That is only the purpose. There is no other purpose. Simple, but you need to have nice guidance. Definitely master will guide you. Okay? Master, please guide us. Okay? Nice. You don't have questions? Can I end this session?
శ్వాస మీద ధ్యాస పెట్టాలి అంటే అమ్మ, దట్ మీన్స్ ఆ బ్రెత్ తీసుకునేది లైక్ ఓన్లీ ఇంతవరకు ధ్యాస పెట్టడమా, అంటే టోటల్ బాడీ ఆ బ్రెత్ ఫ్లో అవుతున్నట్టుగా ఇమాజిన్ చేసుకోవడం?
ముందు నువ్వు హార్డ్గా చేయకూడదు. ఏ శ్వాస చేసినా హార్డ్గా చేయకూడదు. ఇట్ షుడ్ బి వెరీ సాఫ్ట్ అండ్ ఈవెన్. నువ్వు అట్లా బ్రీత్ చేయకూడదు. దట్ విల్ నాట్ గివ్ ఎనీ రిజల్ట్. అట్లా చేస్తారు, దాన్ని హఠయోగం అంటారు. అది వేరు. హఠయోగం అంటే ఏంటంటే నీ శరీరాన్ని పనిష్ చేసుకుంటూ చేస్తావు. సైంటిఫిక్ యోగా ఈజ్ నాట్ దట్. ఇట్ జస్ట్ హ్యాపెన్స్. యూ హ్యావ్ టు షట్ యువర్ మౌత్ అండ్ సిట్. అది కష్టమైన పని. చాలా రకరకాలైనటువంటివి చేయాలి. సాయి జైల షిరిడి సాయి, he took out all the intestines. He every time cleaned. Not even a small motion should be remained in that. He thought, if that remains, I may get bad thoughts. You just imagine, what are we doing? Putting so much of chatta. Namaskaram. అది కూడా అది చేసినా కూడా తల్లి, నువ్వు బలవంతం చేయకూడదు. దాన్ని చాలా జెంటల్గా చేయాలా, చాలా స్లోగా చేయాలా, చాలా ఈవెన్గా చేయాలా. అప్పుడే నీకు ధ్యాస కుదురుతుంది. లేకపోతే వస్తుంది ధ్యాస. నేను పీలుస్తున్న గట్టిగా, వదులుతున్న గట్టిగా అన్నట్టే ఉంటుంది. అది తెలియదు, అలా తేలికూడదు, అట్ట చేయకూడదు, డేంజరస్ అవుతుంది, యు బికమ్ మ్యాడ్. అంతే, అంతవరకే చెయ్యి. నీకు ఎప్పటి వరకు అలా చేస్తావు, నీకు కొంచెం దాని మీద ఫోకస్ వచ్చేలాగా చేసుకో. నీకు ఫోకస్ రావాలి. ఫోకస్ రాకుండా ఇది ఎక్సర్సైజ్లో చేస్తున్నావుగా, ఎక్సర్సైజ్ వేరు, ఫోకస్ వేరు, డిఫరెన్స్ తెలియాలి మనకి ఏం చేస్తున్నావు. అంటే ఇదేం చేస్తున్నావు అంటే ఈ నాస్ట్రల్స్ క్లీన్ అవ్వడానికో, లేకపోతే నా శ్వాస నీట్గా చంద్రనాడి సూర్యనాడి బాగా పనిచేయాలి అనో చేస్తాం. అట్లా కాదు ఇది, అట్లా కాదు. ఆ శ్వాసని నువ్వు చేస్తున్నట్టుగా నీకు తెలియకూడదు అసలు. నువ్వు సహస్రానికి వెళ్ళింది అట్లా తెలుసుకుంటావు, సహస్రానికి వెళ్ళిందని తెలుసుకుంటే నువ్వు ఉన్నావుగా, నువ్వు ఉండవు అక్కడ. కాబట్టి ఇట్ ఈస్ జస్ట్ ది ఎక్సర్సైజ్ టు మేక్ ఫిట్ ఫ్రమ్ యువర్ లంగ్స్, ఫ్రమ్ యువర్ స్పీచ్. నువ్వు ఫిట్గా ఉండడానికి ఇది పనికొస్తుంది. అట్లా కూర్చుని ఈవెన్గా ఉండే స్లోగా ఉండే నీ శ్వాసని గమనిస్తూ ఉంటావు. అంతే, అంతే తల్లి. నీకు ఏది లోపల జరుగుతోంది అని అన్నా కూడా అక్కడ నువ్వు ఉన్నావు. నేను అక్కడికి తీసుకెళ్ళా, నువ్వు ఎక్కడికి తీసుకెళ్ళావు, అక్కడే ఉంటావు. తీసుకెళ్ళావు నువ్వు కాదు, అది ఇట్ హ్యాపెన్స్. నువ్వు కూడా చూస్తావు అంతే. ఇట్ ఓన్లీ హ్యాపెన్స్ అండ్ యూ విల్ లుక్ ఇన్ టు ది సాక్షిత్వ, యూ విట్నెస్ ఇట్, యూ కెనాట్ డూ ఎనీథింగ్. అట్లా ఉండదు అసలు అక్కడ. నాకు కళలో అది వచ్చింది, ఇది వచ్చింది, ఇదంతా నీ ఇమాజినేషన్ని నువ్వు పెద్ద అనుభవంగా ఫీల్ అవ్వకూడదు యోగ సాధనలో. అట్లా ఉండదు. యూ విల్ బీ ఇన్ జీరో స్టేట్. నువ్వేం చెప్తావు బయటకు వచ్చి, ఏమీ చెప్పలేవు, ఏమోనండి అంటావు. అట్లా ఉంటుంది. అంతేనా క్వశ్చన్? యా, చాలా సంతోషం. మీరు మనల్ని అందరినీ, మాస్టర్ గారు, మాస్టర్ మేడ్ మీ టు లుక్ ఎట్ all of you, and he looks after all of us with nice health, wealth, whatever you want. You mother, health, wealth, and all prosperous things in your life, and keep doing nice works to others. Okay, be nice and gentle to others, forgive them whatever they have done, that's okay. Okay, వాళ్ళు చనిపోయిన తర్వాత మళ్ళీ మనకి బాధ వేస్తుంది, అయ్యో అలా చేసేసాము ఎంత అనుకున్న ఏం లాభం. Yeah. So who are alive, protect them, treat them nicely, forgive them, be loving and kind to them, be compassionate. అలా కొద్ది కొద్దిగా ప్రాక్టీస్ చేద్దాం, అదే వస్తుంది. అమ్మ రానిది ఏది లేదు, భగవంతుడు అన్నీ ఇందులో ఇచ్చాడు. అవునా? ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఈజ్ విదిన్ అస్. కాబట్టి ఒక్కొక్క వేల్ని తీసేసామంటే ఉన్నది ప్రేమే, అక్కడ ఏమి లేదు, ఖాళీగా ఉంది. ఎంతమందైనా పట్టేస్తారు ఇక్కడ కదా, జాగా ఎంతమందికైనా ఉంటుంది. అది అద్దం, ఎవరైనా చూసుకోవచ్చు. ఇట్స్ ఎ మిర్రర్, యువర్ హార్ట్ ఈస్ అ మిర్రర్, ఎవ్రీబడి కెన్ సీ ఇన్ టు ఇట్. అందరికీ చోటు ఉంది. యు సే హలో, ఇట్ సేస్ హలో. స్వామి మీకు మెండుగా ఆయువు, ఆరోగ్యము, అభయము, విజయము అందించుగాక. ఆ వెంకటేశ్వరుడు అలమేలు మంగ అన్నమాచార్యుల వారి అనేక అనంత మంగళాశాసనాలు. ఈ సత్సంగ్ ద్వారా మనం ఇంకొక మంచి కార్యం చేసేది ఏంటనంటే, ప్రతి ఇల్లు ఒక దేవాలయంగా చేసుకోవాలనేటువంటి ఆకాంక్షని పెట్టాం. ఇట్స్ ఎ నైస్ విష్ దట్ ఎవ్రీబడి హ్యాస్. సో ఐ స్టార్టెడ్ డూయింగ్ ది household this kind of bhajan and satsang to make every house as a temple. Let us all make with satsang the house as a temple. So every time temple has many negative shades and we feel very bad, and coming and we speak again bad. Why do that? Do this. In the Kali Yuga, yes, some things become impure and we are unhappy with them. So sit with the satsang, sajjana sangatya for some time. That becomes temple there. Every time make sure that you sit all together. No, when only I come, don't do that. When I'm not there, come, sit down, speak something, nice words, do some nama and leave. Take nice prasada. చెప్పు చెప్పు బంగారం, ఎందుకు చెప్పకూడదు, చెప్పు. కాదు కాదు, నువ్వు చెప్పు తల్లి, చెప్తానంటున్నావుగా, చెప్పు.
సత్సంగ ఫలితం. ఒకరోజు వశిష్ఠుడు విశ్వామిత్రుని ఆశ్రమానికి వచ్చాడు. ఇద్దరు అనేక విషయాలపై మాట్లాడుతున్నారు. వశిష్ఠుని వీడ్కోలు చెబుతూ విశ్వామిత్రుడు కలకాలము గుర్తుండేలా ఒక విలువైన కానుక సమర్పించాలని భావించి తన 1000 ఏళ్ల తపశక్తిని ఆయనకు దారపోశాడు. వశిష్ఠుడు దానిని మహానందంగా స్వీకరించాడు. కొన్నాళ్లకు విశ్వామిత్రుడు వశిష్ఠుని ఆశ్రమానికి వచ్చాడు. వశిష్ఠుడు ఆయనకు సకల సమాచారాలు చేశాడు. పుణ్యానికి సంబంధించిన ఆధ్యాత్మిక విషయాలపై మాత్రమే ఇద్దరు మాట్లాడుకున్నారు. చివరకు విశ్వామిత్రునికి వీడ్కోలు పలుకుతూ వశిష్ఠుడు అప్పటి వరకు తాము మాట్లాడుకున్న మంచి విషయాలు, పుణ్యఫలాన్ని బహుమానంగా ఇస్తానంటూ చెప్పాడు. విశ్వామిత్రుడు చిన్నబోయాడు. తాను కానుకగా ఇచ్చిన 1000 ఏళ్ల తపస్సు ఫలితాన్ని, ఒక్క పూట సమయములో మాట్లాడుకున్న మంచి మాటల పుణ్యఫలము ఏ పాటి సాటి వస్తుందని అనుకున్నాడు. తపోఫలము, సత్సంగము ఫలమా, ఏది గొప్పదో తెలుసుకోవడానికి ఇద్దరు బ్రహ్మ వద్దకు వెళ్ళారు. ఆయన విష్ణు వద్దకు వెళ్ళమన్నాడు. విష్ణువు దీనికి పరమశివుడే సరిగ్గా సమాధానము చెప్పగలడని చెప్పి ఆయన వద్దకు పంపాడు. ఆయననేమో పాతాళములో ఉన్న ఆదిశేషుడు తప్ప మరెవరు ఏ ఫలం గొప్పదో చెప్పలేరని తెలిపాడు.